So this Valentine's Day, we asked you guys to email us at dropoutsadvice@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to try to give you some Valentine's Day love advice. Let's see if we got... hit us with a question, Alyssa. What do the people have to say?
Well, there's not really any questions per se. It's just kind of... They're just sharing their worst or best Valentine's Day.
Oh, let me hear it. Then we'll give our opinions.
But he's currently in an amazing relationship. But 2 years ago, he had a girlfriend. Just 2 years ago, I had a girlfriend, and we had planned on going to the movies for Valentine's Day. I got her roses and a box of chocolates and candy.
Classic.
We go to the movie, and everything was great until I had to go to the bathroom. I left for maybe 3 minutes max, and when I came back, she was making out with someone in our seats. I was so confused and incredibly sad. So I just left, and she texted me where I went. So the next day, I went to her house to end things.
Okay.
Whoa. That just gave me PTSD, like deja vu. That's very similar to my cheating story.
I'm just going to think that she didn't know the guy next to her. How did she pull that off in such a short amount of time? Like, that's what we need to study here.
Seriously.
Yeah, that cheating happens, heartbreak happens. Let's talk about how this girl sealed the deal within 3 minutes.
She's like
she should write a book.
Yeah. Like a pickup artist book.
Or she was blind and thought it was him.
I don't think that was it.
Why?
I don't think it was necessarily the blind thing. I could see it being really dark in the theater, and maybe she didn't know.
It's dark everywhere if you're blind.
Okay, fair point. Well, technically, it's not dark. Well, it depends on your kind of blindness. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with this. I lost my train of thought. You threw me off.
I'll throw you anywhere. Against a wall, against my bed, break it, go on top of you. It's Valentine's Day. I brought syrup. You say I'm not Canadian. I said, shut up. I kiss you slowly, take off your shirt, pull on one nipple just enough for a little milk to come out. Turns out males do lactate. I put a little bit in my cereal. We have ourselves a night. What do you say?
That sounds like an awful time.
Jared, it sounds like a risk that we should take. Anyway, next.
This is a person's last Valentine's Day with their now ex-girlfriend. They were at a restaurant, and they wanted to go to their place afterwards, but she had to go to the toilet first. I had already paid and everything and waited for her. She left her phone with me, and I wanted to play Candy Crush. So she got a message, and I wanted to check it out and found out that she had been cheating on me for 7 months. We were together for a year. I confronted her about it, and she screamed at me, saying that I had no right to go through her phone, and then drove away with my car and left me there.
I'll do that.
Oh, okay. So she committed Grand Theft Auto after cheating on him.
There's a silver lining.
What?
At least it wasn't 8 months. Yeah, it sounds like you dodged a hoe.
Yeah.
You got to bob and weave a hoe. You got to slip the right hook hoe, you know?
Hearing that story, I'm now trying to think. I guess it's hard to learn in that situation everything about the relationship. But I'm trying to think of, like, in the terms of the predestiny and multiple people, whatever, coming in your life for a reason. It's like, what lesson do you think she was supposed to teach him?
Exactly.
I think I just disproved my own point there.
Have you ever gone through a significant other's phone?
No, never.
Why? Because trust them? Because you've only been in healthy relationships? Bold.
I don't know if it's necessarily trust. Well, no. It's not that I don't do or don't trust them. It's just that that's an invasion of privacy. That, like, I've never had anything to hide from a significant other on my phone, but I still wouldn't want them going through it without my knowledge. No one's ever, like, asked to go through my phone.
Is it because you think you're trustworthy?
I know I'm trustworthy.
What's another one?
I had been dating this guy for about a year and thought we were so in love. I found out maybe 2 to 3 weeks before Valentine's Day that he was actually happily married with kids and was hiding from both of us what he was doing. Okay. So she found out, booked a really nice dinner, and realized that, went on his phone and saw that he was on Tinder. So she invited a bunch of the girls that he matched with on Tinder to the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And, she said that he never seen color drop from someone's skin so quickly. He stood there in silence and then just walked away.
Yeah. Whoa. That's what you got to do.
Dude, that's like a movie.
Yeah, it's like a movie, Jared. That's what you got to do.
That's the best way I've ever heard of someone handling, like, a cheater.
But then, unless he just had an orgy afterwards with all of them, and then what if he won?
I don't think that's how that played out.
Well, it was me, and that's how it played out. So It was a good time for all of us, except for the girl.
How many were there?
18. They were all above 18. Yeah. Sorry. My lawyer is just in my head.
Okay, cool. How many girls were there?
Too many to count, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. There were also some shorter ones that people sent in from the Instagram story that we put up. This one, it says, my ex-girlfriend broke up with me on Valentine's Day.
Happens.
A week after my mom's funeral.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe
She was just in it for the mom. Maybe the mom made really good cookies, or she was really a light to her situation. And she's like, oh, if I have to stick it out with this guy to hang out with the mom, then I will. But now that the mom's gone, what's the point?
That's a very dark way of looking at it. Yeah, I really hope that's not the case.
It could be.
Actually, okay, so when I posted the story, I said best and worst. No one submitted any best stories.
I would have thought.
I was hoping we could get some romance in here. This one says, my ex-boyfriend once said he couldn't be my Valentine because he already asked someone else, and then took that girl out and said, it's not cheating, it's just dinner. And then later found out that he had been cheating on her, cheating on the original girlfriend with her the entire time, and she broke up with him after.
Well, of course.
Bold move to say it's not cheating, it's just dinner.
Yeah, these guys out here, they're evolving.
I think devolving is the right word.
Well, you think there's a certain level of toxicity, and then the male species, they'll figure it out. They'll figure out how to break you a little bit.
The devil works hard, but the male species works harder.
The girls are ruthless too. I don't want you to think they're out here just being sugar plums and sweetness, all right? They'll come for your throat.
This person said they spent Valentine's Day trying to figure out if they were cousins or not, because Tinder doesn't show last names.
Hell yeah. No, that's an investigation. That's clue. That's an investigation I get behind.
Clue. It was their Uncle Terry in the living room.
What's the statistical probability of something wrong with your child
Oh, it's extremely low.
with a cousin?
Yeah.
First?
Yeah. It's actually,
Can you look up the statistics?
no, we've looked this up before.
Have we? I want to see the percentage.
Like it's actually a lot lower than people think. If you have this is obviously, it's still gross, but
Why is it gross if there's nothing, you know what I mean?
well, it's still a family member. But I feel like the common misconception is that you're going to have like Sloth from the Goonies come out.
In reality,
Really
a
not
pre-med major.
a lawyer.
Approximately 2 to 3% chance that their child is born with a birth defect, general genetic syndrome, or disability.
2 to 3%.
I like my chances.
Oh God, no.
What? I'll roll the dice on that.
No, it's still your cousin.
Okay, if there was a wheel that had 2% chance of you dying and 98% chance of you getting $20 billion,
it's not.
Would you?
Oh,
Would you spin that wheel?
probably.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, but that's
Let's roll the dice on our cousins.
No, I'm not
Why?
rolling the
Come
dice
on.
because it's still your cousin.
What if I get your cousin, you get mine?
That's fine.
Lucky. My cousin's great.
Okay, this is the last little Valentine's thing we'll say. Okay, this person said, a girl I was seeing was supposed to be taking a picture of me with my phone and instead decided to go through my text messages with my friends and saw that I told my best friend that we had sex the day after it happened. And I told another one of my friends that she could be a nightmare to deal with through text, but great in person. She broke up with me on the spot in the restaurant.
Wait, why was she mad?
Well, because he was...
He told his best friends they had sex. Like,
Yeah.
you tell your friend if you have sex with someone. That's not bad.
But I could see how she might think that's like an invasion of privacy.
Really?
A little bit. Yeah.
Anytime
some
you've had sex,
people-
you've told me.
Yeah. And remember, I had someone get mad at me for that.
Well, you said it on a public platform.
Okay. But
You said you nailed her in every room of her house and some places twice. And then you finished on her face.
okay. I didn't add that detail.
Off the podcast you did, and that's disgusting, all right?
That one, I completely understood where she was coming from. I thought I was in the clear because I didn't say any identifiable details about her. But yeah, that was a bad one. I understood why she was mad about that.
You don't apologize to her in case she's still watching.
Oh, she's definitely not watching.
Clicked off.
Oh, 100%.
What's she doing with her life now? Better? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Have all of your exes escalated since they've left you?
Not all of them.
Ooh, which one's doing bad?
I'm not gonna name.
But you've got a name.